Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Zainal Abidin bin Sayadi. Okay, welcome back to my video. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we can create a project using Designer under zapworks. Okay, so you can also check my previous video, okay, on zapwork project. Okay, but in the previous video I showed you on how to use widgets. All right, so before we start, the process is a little bit different from creating a project using widgets. So I will show you the process first, okay, and then we will get into a step-by-step process. Okay, so when we use this designer, okay, in our zapworks, what we need to do is we have to create a project, and then the first thing that we need to do is to create triggers. Okay, triggers in the format of zap code. This one is the zap code, and then this is the QR code and also the link. All right, so that is the first step. The second step is we have to design our tracking image, because using designer, okay, there our phone needs to track the image. Okay, so if we use different image that we registered, okay, in the application, okay, in the studio zapworks, okay, it won't recognize. Okay, so when we design the tracking image, we have to embed the tracking image with the triggers that we have already downloaded earlier here. Okay, so we need to design the tracking image, and then we have to insert the triggers, and then we have to upload the tracking image with these triggers into zapworks. All right, so once we are done with that, now we can start to insert contents, okay, the materials that we want to embed into our designer. Okay, and along the way you need to preview, okay, and if you are happy, then the last step is to publish. All right, so let's get started with designer. Okay, so I will show you the process, right? So first of all, you need to log in to your account. Okay, I'm using my free account here, so I have one project. Remember, we are given 5 free projects, okay, under this free account. So I have 4 remaining projects. So to start a project, okay, we click on this new project, and then we are going to choose designer here. Okay, so you just select the tool here using designer. All right, then we need to select a trigger, okay, and also okay, so we need to create the trigger first. Okay, so just click QR code here. Remember, I want to have 3 different types of triggers for my project. So I have these triggers. Okay, so I want to add new first. Okay, so I will make sure that I have all the 3. So first of all, perhaps, okay, I need to create or to name this project. Okay, so let's say I'm going to have this job application. Okay, right? Job application. So the document that I want to create is something related to the process of or a guide on how graduates can find their first job. So the triggers here, okay, we have these two. So I can uh, later on, okay, I can always rename these triggers. Okay, this one untitled because just now there's no title. Okay, so I want, so far we have two here. Okay, the triggers in QR as well as zip code. So I want to add a new, okay, trigger deep link so that I can embed into my tracking image. So create trigger. Okay, so I have this deep link, QR code, as well as the zip code. So I need to download all these, especially these two. So I need to go to triggers. So I have all the triggers here, so I can just edit this. Okay, job application. I can rename this QR. This one job application, so that it is easier for us to identify. Okay, this is zip code. So what I need to do is, okay, I need to copy this link. Okay, the link is here, so I need to copy this link. Okay, right, so that I can put that into the tracking image. Okay, this QR code I need to also download. Okay, so I will download this using PNG format. So just click on this. Okay, it is already downloaded. Okay, and then the zip code here. All right, so I already downloaded and also copied all this. Right, so now I have to go to the next step, that is, okay, creating the tracking image. So there are many ways on how you can create your tracking image. So the idea here is, okay, I have this one document in which I want to share with my student. And then I will embed this, okay, with the zip code. Okay, right, so the idea here is, this is printed document. Okay, I want to enhance this document with some multimedia videos, for example, or audio. Okay, so that even though it is printed, we can make it more interactive. So that is the idea. So what I need to do now is to put somewhere in our tracking image here, okay, the triggers that we have created in zapworks just now. So I'm using Canva here. All right, so I will include all the triggers here, the three triggers that I already created in zapworks. Okay, so I have already embedded or put my triggers here. Okay, we have three triggers here. Okay, this is a link, URL link, okay, QR code, and also zip code into my tracking image. So in this designer, I plan to have this poster, sort of poster, okay, on getting your dream job. Okay, So I want to embed several multimedia contents, perhaps okay, video, okay, for example, looking for your job, okay, perhaps okay, I want my students to uh, read one or two websites, for example, on how they can find a job, networking, okay, from job street and so on. Okay, this is selling yourself, okay, and how to prepare their okay resume, okay, cover letter and so on, okay, uh, with some guides. So perhaps okay, this content will also involve YouTube videos, okay, images, tips and so on, the same as this attending job interview. So in this very simple poster, but I want to enhance this into something that is more interactive. All right. So once we have embedded all these zip codes and also QR and also the link here, okay, the reason why I put all these three, okay, for this zip code, okay, my students need to download and install a mobile app, okay, called Zappa from Apple Store or Google Play, okay. But if they don't have okay that particular app Zappa, they can always use their QR reader, okay, to scan this image, the QR code, and then they will be able to see all the contents that I put. Okay, let's say my student doesn't have these two. Okay, he doesn't have this Zappa app and also QR reader in his mobile phone. Still, he can use or he can type this URL into the browser. Okay, now I have to download this because I use Canva. You can use other tools to create your tracking image, but the most important thing is to embed this, okay, to download and also to insert these triggers. All right, so I have already downloaded, okay, this material. So now we go back to this zapworks. All right, so I need to edit with designer. Okay, so just click on this. Okay, okay, so since there is no tracking image yet, so uh, this pop-up will appear in our screen asking us to download your zip code. Okay, but we have done this previously. Okay, so now if you have not downloaded your zip code, you can click on this and then you do the same process just now. Okay, if you do this, okay, you can always customize actually your especially on the zip code. Okay, what type of zip code you can download or select here. Okay, so I'll just continue here because I have already downloaded that and then I put in that my tracking image. Then the next step is to upload my tracking image here. Okay, so uh, it is stated that okay, apply the zip code to your image using an editor of your choice. Okay, just now I use Canva and upload the completed tracking image. Completed tracking image means that we have already put this zip code and also the QR code, everything there into our image. All right, so now I need to upload my tracking image. So I have to find in my local drive. So this is the one. Okay, so I just click open here. So uploaded, and then the system will analyze whether the code that we included in our tracking image is the correct one, and also the quality of our tracking image. So basically, okay, my tracking image, okay, good detail and contrast across image, okay, correct Z code found. Okay, so I can use this tracking image. So use this tracking image, right? So now we have the tracking image uploaded, okay, and then we can start to include the content here. All right, so the next process I will show you a little bit on, okay, the different types of contents here, okay, but it is similar, actually almost similar to the way we use widgets, okay, but this is more interactive. Okay, we can have more contents into designer compared to widgets. All right, so these are the different types of contents that we can use. All right, so we can upload image, okay, or images into a photo album, okay, video, okay, whether we just embed from YouTube, or we can upload our own video into the content. This is audio, okay, this is text, button, and also your contact number, and also calendar event. So it depending on the type of okay, your material here, okay, whether you would need to put calendar event or not. Okay, perhaps if you are organizing an event, okay, you can have this so that people can all directly okay, register and also save the dates for the event. All right, so these are the types of contents that we can include. All right, and then we can have here the scene here. Okay, we have scene one, okay, and then we can include the another scene here. Okay, the idea here is actually, okay, using this, okay, we can go to multiple pages. Okay, for example, let's say in my plan, okay, sorry, okay, this one, okay, uh, this is one scene in which, okay, in that particular page, okay, I want to focus on step number 1 here, looking for your job, for example. Okay, and then another page is selling yourself, okay, and then showcasing yourself here is another page. So in that case, okay, we can have at least 3 different scenes, multiple pages here. So it is similar to when we create a website in which we can navigate from one page to another page. Okay, this is what we call as scene. Okay, okay, so I will go back later on how to create scene here. Okay, so now this is the first scene. What I'm going to do is, okay, to put a button, for example, or a text object here, okay, so that I can, okay, in this sort of the home page here, okay, I want to direct them to page number 1, page number 2, and page number 3, perhaps. Okay, right? But before that, okay, the how we can include all this, okay, it is very simple actually. For example, let's say I have a video that I want to embed in this. So let's say this is the video from YouTube. Okay, so I just copy this URL, okay, from YouTube. Okay, just copy this from YouTube, and then I go back to this zapworks, and then I want to include video here. So I show you this, the first process, okay, and then how we can resize and everything. All right, So this is YouTube. So I just paste this, and this is valid. Okay. Alright, so this is the title, writing job application. Okay, and so this is the one that I want to put into this my material. Okay, so I just click use this video. Okay, so now the video is already here. Okay, I can move around this. Okay, this video. Okay, and I can also resize the video. Okay, resize this video. Okay, so when my student, okay, scan this, okay, whether using the QR code or zap code just now, or typing the deep link, okay, this video will appear, okay, on top of the printed material viewed through our handphone. So this one can be resize and also move around. Okay, so here I can move here. All right, so in designer, the idea here is, okay, perhaps, okay, I want to put one content over here, and then below this another one, below this. Okay, it depends on how you want to create. Okay, and also your creativity. All right. Okay, so we have this property here, sort of. Okay, the first content that we have. Okay, below this we can, okay, in terms of transitions, appearance, okay, you can test it out. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, you can play this, right? And then this is the content under the scene 1. Okay, scene 1. All right, let's say I want to put another website. Let's say another website. Okay, so website here. Okay, there is no website here, so perhaps I need to use button here. Okay, I can use button, and I want to use this content so that when the person click on that button, okay, it directs the student into to this website. So I just copy this URL. So I go back to this zapwork. So I need to have a button object. Okay, a button object. So it is over here. So what I can also move around and also resize actually, but I need to edit this, okay, the text here. Okay, so in button, okay, we have this. Okay, you can edit this, and then let's say I would like to name this button on, okay, find your job. Okay, okay, or how to find your job. Okay, right, and then I can always resize this. Okay, this is too big. Okay, so I will do some adjustment so that we will make it clear. So in this property, okay, how can I select this one? So I can just click on this, okay, and I can make it bigger or smaller, but in this case I'm trying to make it smaller. Okay, so I have already edited. Okay, so how to edit actually? Okay, so make sure you click on this to identify which property, okay, or item. And if it is button here, okay, it will tell you the size, so you can actually uh, sometimes, okay, the first time, okay, you will have this lock and unlock scaling. Okay, so if it is locked, okay, it is quite impossible for you to move this around. So what you need to do is to click on how, okay, the button here. Okay, and then it will be active, and then you click on this unlock scaling, and then you can move this around. Okay, and also okay, once again, you can move this around actually. Okay, and also you can make it smaller. Okay, or you can adjust this by putting this, okay, the size here. You can type here. All right, so you can explore more on this, on how to make it smaller. Okay, and also moving around here. Okay, so we can move around here. Okay, you can, let's say, put it on number 1 here, so it will appear there. All right, the most important thing is just now, okay, this is actually, I want them to go to a website. So when this is active, if I click on this one, actually now it is the video, the first one. But if I click on this property below here, now it is this button is active. So actions, you go to this action tab. Okay, on tab, okay, I want my students to go to this website. So we have this, okay, go to scene, link to, dial phone number, compose email, save contact, add to calendar, and okay, there are many more. Okay, so what I want to do is, when a person tap on the button there, I want it, okay, I want the website just now to appear. So I just copy and paste. All right, and I click here, open in external browser. All right, so this there. All right, so this is quite important actually. If okay, the same goes to image. Okay, image, for example, let's say instead of using this button, I'm going to use this image. Okay, so I can just click image here, and then I can upload image, or I can use the recent image that I already uploaded. Okay, the previous one. So I just, okay, if you want to upload, okay, you can find in your uh, uh, local drive, and then you upload. So I'm going to use this image. Okay, so this one is the image. So I can move this around. Okay, and also, okay, for images button, we can always resize. So this is lock and unlock scaling. So you can click on this to unlock, so that it can be move around, and also can I, okay, so I can resize this. Okay, so I can resize this, and then you can also put where, okay, the location here, perhaps, okay, something that it is meaningful, meaning, okay, why I put it here, okay. There should be a reason, okay. This is just to show you, okay. And then we go back to here, okay, the action just now. Action, okay. On tab, okay, what will happen? Okay, for image, okay, you have this enlarge, go to scene, link to dial telephone number, so I can use this, okay, if they want to contact me, okay, so I can put my phone number actually using this image. But previously I want them to go to this, okay, link, the similar link that I shared earlier. So just copy and paste. All right. Okay, so here you can always the property here, okay, you can rename this into, okay, thumbs up. Okay, for example, so you can rename this by going to this, you can edit. All right, so the rest is still the same, okay. You can also upload your video, okay, photo album, text, and so on. All right, so I'm not going to show all this. All right, so this is a basic things that we can do, okay. I think if you are able to use put some contents like this and then play around with this, okay, properties here, action button here, okay, transition appearance is, this is something that you can explore on your own, okay. If this button, okay, the same goes to the properties here, you can play around with this, okay. So this is the navigation that we can use in designer, or we can directly just embed this video. Okay, so let's say we want to delete one of the items here, okay. We think that we made a mistake here, okay. It doesn't fit, for example, okay. So just click on this, okay, item, okay. You can one of the items that you want to delete here, okay. You just click the delete button over here, okay. So it is not there anymore, so I want to delete, okay, all, okay. So I just delete this one too. All right, so next is, okay, I want to show you on the use of this scene, okay. So this is scene 1, okay, scene 1, okay. So I can rename this name, okay, rename this scene 1 into home, okay, for example, okay, home, or page 1, okay. So home, so this is the first page. I want to have another page actually, in which when I will put a button or text here, so that the audience or my student can go to focus on this step number 1, okay. And then another page for step number 2, and another page for step number 3, and perhaps another page for exercise, okay, or activities that they have to send to me. So I'm going to add more scene here, okay. This is one scene or one page, this another one page, number 3 is another one page. All right, so just click on this plus button on the top, okay. You have this scene 2, so I just rename this into step 1, Okay, right, and then add another scene. Okay, I rename this scene into step 2. Okay, and then another scene, another page, that is step 3. Step 3. All right, so now when I click on this, okay, this is the active one. So let's say I am going I want to add content into the first page, that is the home page. Okay, right, so there is nothing here. So I want to show you how we can navigate. Okay, example, I will put something in number 1 here. Okay, and when the student tap on that link, okay, it will go to this page, step 1, okay, step 2, step 3, and so on. All right, so I'm going to use text in this case. You can also use, okay, button, or you can use image. All right, so I have to click on this property text here so that I can edit. Okay, so step 1, okay, and then learn more. Okay, something like this. And then I can always change the text color actually by clicking on this, okay, text color here, and then I can choose, let's say I want to use red here. Okay, and then, okay, this is the red color that I want to use. Okay, now I'm done with that. Okay, I can edit in terms of alignment. Okay, and then the font. Okay, for example, poster. Okay, right. So I can always resize because this is too big perhaps. So I just click on this unlock. Okay, and then I put it here. Okay, let's say I want to make it 2 line. Okay, just go to this edit area here, and then I enter. All right, then I want to move around here. Okay, so I can always move this around. So I put it just nicely here. Okay, and then I want to make sure when student tap on this text, it will go to this page, step 1. So what I need to do is, okay, I go to this action. On tap, I click on this, go to scene. This is step 1. Okay, so I have to choose step 1. Okay, right, and then this is the scene transition. Okay, how it moves from one scene or one page to another page. So no transition. Okay, you can always explore. Okay, transition in, transition out, and so on. Okay, okay, slide from left. Okay, slide in from left, and for example, transition out Okay, slide out to right, for example. Okay, so these are the things that we can go through. Okay, so I will do the rest. All right, quickly. Okay, so I have prepared all these. Okay, uh, all the steps here. Okay, the links to the different pages here, so that my student can navigate, okay, from step 1 to step 2, okay, and step 3 and so on. Okay, so next is, okay, if we look at this, the text here. Okay, I have step 1, step 2. So let's see step 2. This is step 2. Okay, on tab. Okay, the action here, I want my student to go to scene step 2. Okay, the same goes to when for step 3. Okay, if we look at the actions here, okay, on tab, okay, I want them to go to scene. Okay, and then go to scene 3 or step number 3. Okay, right. Now when we want to add more content on this first step, for example, okay, I have to click on this page step 1. So now I can add, for example, let's say I want to have these two. Okay, they can test their personality. Okay, career test. And also, because step number 1 is how to find or where to find their dream job. Okay, so this is another website. Okay, so these are the two things that I want to include in this page. Okay, so there's nothing here, so I can use button so that I can put link, or I can also put image in that this material, and then when they tap, okay, it will go to the websites that I showed you. So in this page, okay, I've already put two items actually. Okay, on the career test and also ways to find job. Okay, and another text is, okay, just the title for this page, step 1, looking for your job. All right, so what I have done, okay, for example, on this career test, okay, I can look at click on this property. Okay, career test. Okay, I can edit the name, okay, the title and so on, but the action here is I want them to go to, okay, I put a link here. Actually, I embedded a link to this website. So this is the website actually in which I want them to do some personality tests, okay, using this website. And the second one is actually uh, ways to find job. It is also the same. The action is linked to uh, this website. Okay, networking and so on. All right. Okay, so we have already put some contents into the first step. You can add more if you want to, images, photo album, video and so on. So you can design or arrange all these materials around this canvas. Actually, you can uh, go beyond this tracking image, outside of this tracking image. All right, so to make it to help you, actually, okay, you can have a grid over here. Okay, so that you will be able to see that, okay, this is the area in which you can put your content. All right, so if you want to right? Okay, make it clean. Okay, so it will be very helpful if you use this grid so that the alignment and so on. Now the problem here is, okay, if it is from home and then the student will click on the first step just now, okay, home, okay, it will appear here. Okay, let's say the student click on this text, okay, because this one is, okay, link, okay, or go to scene number 2, that is step 1 here. Okay, and I already put here some contents. Okay, some contents. Okay, the two contents that I mentioned just now, two different websites. Okay, career test and also how to find job, and this is just the title. Okay, for this there's nothing. Okay, even if they tap on this text, okay, the action is nothing happen. So it will just float on top of the tracking image. On tap, nothing will happen. So the problem now is, okay, how we can go back to home, okay, from this page, okay, or to step 2 or step 3. All right, so we need to put some navigation tool, okay, for this page and also for step 2, step 3. Okay, so we put some navigation tool. Okay, we can use button, you can use tag, okay, or you can use image for this. Okay, to navigate from one page to another page or from one scene to another scene. For example, let's say I'm at home, I want to go straight to step number 3, for example, so that should be allowed. Okay, this is similar to when we design our website. So now I'm going to show you how we can put the navigation. Okay, let's say I'm going to use the image. Okay, and I want to give them the option, okay, to go back to the first page. All right, so I'm going to click image, and then I'm going to upload image. Okay, so I have to find this image in my computer. So let's say this is the image that I want to use. So it will be uploaded. Okay, and then the image will be here. Right, so it is here in the property, it is called image. Okay, so I can rename it as home. Okay, and then the action here is on tap, I want it, okay, go to scene. Okay, home. Scene home is the first page. All right, so done with that, but I need to resize and also to I need to move that, it will block that, right? So I just click on this, the property home here. Okay, so I can look at the property, I can replace the image. Okay, and now I want to resize and also move this around. So again, to resize, okay, we have to unlock the scaling. Okay, unlock the scaling, and then we just put it here. Perhaps, okay, I want to put it over here. So right, so that is the first home button that I put here, or using image here. I can always use text or button, no problem. The most important thing is the action here. The action here. The action here is the most important, so that when the person tap on this home, it will go to this scene. All right. The same goes to another navigation that I need to do is, apart from going back to home, perhaps I will always allow another link to step 2 and another link to step 3. Again, I can use this image, and also perhaps I can also combine image and also text, but the text is nothing will happen if we tap on the text. So I will do it for you. All right, I already prepared all the navigation links from one page to another page. For example, now we are in step 1, so this is the home button, so meaning if the student tap on this image, it will go to the first page, the home button, home page here. This one to step 2 and then step 3. So this is for scene for page for step 1. And the same goes to step 2. For this scene, under this step 2, navigation tools also need to be prepared. So I already done that. So we use image and also text. To do that, you can also use button. So this is under this page, step 2. So again, this image is to go to the first page. This one is the previous page, and then this is the next page, that is step 3. And for step 3, it is also the same, in which it'll go to home, and then step 1 to and also step 2. So to make this is rather easy actually. Make sure the most important part is the action button here. Down here we have this action button. So just click on this, and then on tap, go to scene step 3. All right, so using scene, it is very important that we put the navigation toolset, so that we can allow our students to move from one page to another page. This is very similar to when we design our own website. So the navigation is done for all the pages. Now it is time for us to include all the materials, perhaps the interactive materials that we want to embed into our document here, into our poster here. For example, this is step 2. Step 2, I want them to watch a video, perhaps on how to write a job application letter. So I just copy this URL, and then I just click on the video here, and then it is from YouTube. We can also upload and also take from Vimeo. And then we paste. So in this example, I just use a video taken from YouTube. So I just use this video, and then once again I can move this around, okay, the position of the video, the content, so that it is logic, okay, related to this, okay. Example, I just want to put it here, okay, or I can move this over here, no problem. So I want to also put another video on this one, okay. Perhaps, okay, one video on writing a job application letter, and another one is perhaps, okay, on okay, this is also the same for, okay. I just want to show you how you can embed this, include this, okay. Another one that is video, perhaps, okay, more appropriate content should be on preparing the resume, should be here, okay. Anyway, it is just a sample to show you how easy it is to embed this material, okay, interactive material, multimedia material into our printed poster. Use this video. Once again, okay, one it is there. Now we can move around, okay, that video. So it will be embedded into this one, okay. So we have two videos, okay, so make sure it is not too crowded, easy to follow, and so on, okay. Right, so make sure, okay, you will also do the same thing for step number 3, okay. Another page here, okay, for the content of a job interview, okay, attending job interview, and so on. So you can have the whatever image, okay. If you want to put tips, for example, let's say, okay, I will go to this okay, I just cancel this. Okay, so for this, for step 3, okay, let's say I want to put a tip in the format of image. So I have to find, I have to prepare first, okay, the material. So interview tips, for example, okay, I use this, okay. So I need to upload first, and then it will appear. Alright, so you can add more actually, okay, materials, okay. So this is a good thing about designer, in which we can have quite a number of materials, okay. Alright, so we can move around this. Alright, for example, this one, I just put it here. So we can also move around, and also in terms of size, okay, we can resize, okay, our material, okay, on this, okay. Let's say we put it here, so that, okay, and then perhaps another video, okay, could be different types of materials that we can embed, okay. Another video, perhaps, okay, top interview questions, okay. This one, perhaps I want to put this video into this page. So just copy that URL, and then, okay, I put video here, and then YouTube. Once again, we just paste this. Alright, so the URL is valid, okay, and then we have the title, okay. We can preview the video over here, and then you can use this video, okay. And then the properties here, you can go down here, properties, and check, okay, the properties, okay. You can make changes in terms of appearance, transition, and so on, okay. Again, you can resize this, Okay, so we have these scene properties. Okay, if you want to choose, select this. Okay, one of the properties that you have already put into this page. Okay, you click on one of them. Okay, and then it will active. Okay, here it is highlighted, this is active, so we can always move around. If it is not possible to rescale and everything, okay, you just click on this lock and unlock scaling. Okay, so now we can move around this. Okay, and also supposedly, okay, you can also resize this. Okay, and then down here we have, okay, so this is very important actually, tools. Okay, because different types of materials, okay, will have different they will have properties here, and then some materials, okay, you have actions. Okay, but for this video, okay, no action. Okay, in and then appearance and so on. Okay, you can play around with this. All right, so let's say we are done with this. Okay, now don't forget to preview everything. You can click on this preview button, and then okay, use your Zappa application in your mobile phone or mobile device, scan, and then you will be able to see, and then you can navigate from one page. Okay, because in this page, okay, we have created just now. Okay, we have 4 pages. Okay, one is the first page, home page, and then step 1, step 2, step 3, and the navigation. So you can try it out. Once you are happy with that, okay, then you can publish. All right, so I think that's it. Okay, it is a rather long video, almost 1 hour. So thank you for watching. Hopefully this will help you to create your material, okay, your augmented reality using Designer